Hari Om. Let us now continue our study of shloka, the important 46th shloka that we began in the last capsule. Very important shloka, Yavanartha Udapane. Let us now pick up the thread from where we left in the last capsule. Poojya Swamiji was saying, once something has crystallized into sugar, it cannot be sweetened any further. It cannot be sweetened any further. The very crystallization indicates that the sweetness saturation has been reached. The sweetness saturation has been reached. In the same way, you are Ananda by nature. You are Ananda by nature. You need to discover it with all your might. You have to discover it. It's worth the while. Let it take any number of janmas. No problem. Start the process somewhere, which we are already in, because one point that we must note here, especially when we are studying from the pages of the home study course, Poojya Swamiji very clearly says this right at the beginning. He says, all of us who are studying this course are endowed with all the kripas that are required to study this course, study the Gita. Why? Because, first of all, we have Ishvara Kripa by way of the fact that we are making our minds available to the study. It is because of Ishvara Kripa that it is happening. And then we have the Gita Shastra with us, thanks to our Guru Parampara. And therefore, we have Shastra Kripa in abundance. Ishvara Kripa in abundance, Shastra Kripa in abundance, and then Guru Kripa, Poojya Swamiji's commentary on each of these shlokas. So we have Ishvara Kripa, we have Shastra Kripa, we have Guru Kripa going for us. And these commentaries, this entire Gita home study course is a transcription of Poojya Swamiji's live teaching. So it is as if we are attending Poojya Swamiji's classes through the home study course. So all that is required with these three kripas in place, all that is required is Atma Kripa. Our own kripa on ourselves, to commit ourselves to the study of the Gita with an available mind and time. We need to have a quality mind and quality time when we study Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha. This I have been wanting to bring up for some time now. I felt that this was the occasion to share this message from Poojya Swamiji as we move forward. So, in the same way, Poojya Swamiji says, you are Ananda by nature. When you are Ananda, which you need definitely perforce to discover. You do not require any other source of ananda. You need to know this. You need to definitely know this. All of us need to know this. When I am the very source of ananda as revealed by the Vedas, by the Upanishads, Ananda Atma Brahma Pucham Pratishtha Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma. It's all over the Vedas, Vedanta, all over. Sayaschayam Purushe Yascha Sabaditye Sa Ekaha. Ishvara and Jiva are essentially Satchit Ananda Swarupa. Essentially. We need to discover this. So, when you are Ananda, you do not require any other source of Ananda, much less any source of security. But, but, this is exactly what you are seeking through all these means and ends. This is exactly what every one of us is seeking. We are seeking security. We are seeking ananda. We are seeking peace. PSH, peace, security, and happiness. Therefore, the various means and ends mentioned in all four Vedas will only be of as much use tavan sarveshu vedeshu as as the small ponds and wells are when there is water everywhere. When the ponds and wells are already flooded by water, where is the pond or the well, in fact? They're already covered with water. It means the big message coming through. It means that once you have ananda in place, all other means and ends, all other ends are as good accomplished. They are accomplished all together, all at once, which is clearly mentioned in the Taittiriya Upanishad Brahmananda Valli, first Anuvaka. It runs like this: Brahma Vida apnoti param tadeshabhyukta satyam jnanamanantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman so oshnute sarvan kamaan saha saha together. All kamas are instantaneously achieved if you have this knowledge. Very deep message coming through in this shloka. The various means and ends mentioned in all four Vedas will only be of as much use tavan sarveshu vedeshu as the small ponds and wells are when there is water everywhere. When the ponds and wells are already flooded by water, When everything is filled with Ananda, where is the pond or the well in fact? Everything is included in this Ananda, Brahmananda. All that Krishna said in the previous verses was to create in Arjuna an interest in Karma Yoga, which Krishna has not yet talked about. He had only talked about Sankhya, knowledge. After asking Arjuna to listen to what he had to say about Karma Yoga, after asking Arjuna to listen to what he had to say about Karma Yoga, he began praising it, saying that there was no possibility of losing anything or incurring any wrong result by its practice, because Karma Yoga is not mere karma. He then pointed out that people do karmas because they do not know what they really want. Since what they want is not very clear, since what they want is not very clear, they go after enjoyment and power, bhoga and aishwarya. However, when what is wanted is very clear, the mind is settled. It settles down, it calms down. The storm is over and there is no more interest in experimentation. There is no mere trying to see if this or that will do it. All experimentation stops because there is clarity with reference to what is wanted, which itself is a great blessing. I'm clear about where I'm going. There's no more ambiguity. I know what Karma Yoga is to be used for, and I know when I have to let go of Karma Yoga. I'm very clear. The role of everything that I employ is very clear. Then it becomes a question of whether you want to live a life of sannyasa or karma yoga. The only two lifestyles open to you. Between the two, you have a choice. You have a choice between karma yoga, which implies grihasthashrama, or taking to sannyasa ashrama. The only two lifestyles open to you. Between the two, you have a choice. In fact, there is very little choice because it depends upon where you are. Sannyasa may not be advisable at all. Ashrama sannyasa is what is meant here. Ashrama sannyasa may not be advisable at all. Therefore, karma yoga is preferable. Both have a common goal. which Krishna will mention in chapter 5. Yatsankhyaif prapyate sthanam tadyogairapi gamyate ekam sankyam cha yogam cha yaf pashyati sa pashyati. Both sannyasa ashrama and grihastha ashrama have only one goal. Both have a common goal. Both are meant for moksha, to discover my ananda. That is moksha. Moksha is nothing to be feared about. Moksha is synonymous with ananda. Both are meant for moksha in the form of knowledge. A sannyasi works for moksha, and so does a karma yogi, a grihastha. Although Krishna has talked so much about karma yoga, he has not actually said what it is. Although Krishna has talked so much about karma yoga, he has not actually said what it is. In the next verse, he explains it. In the next verse, in the next important verse, he explains it, which we will study in the following capsules and hear from Krishna what he has to say about Karma Yoga. Until then, Hari Om. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyad Sajjana Shantimapnuyad Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om